Sometimes it feels like I've got a load on my shoulders, I feel it in my bones. And it feels like I don't know where to go. The answer's been there all along. It's green and lives under the sun. It's where the three of us belong. Oh, so come, Walkies and Wees with us.
Three-way kiss. Hey! Oh, I'll let you two start. We are about to catch a train or two heading towards SOS Galgos, a Galgo rescue sanctuary just outside of Barcelona. We don't have to bring much today and we actually have a lift home, so it's not going to be much of a walk, but it's certainly going to be an amazing day anyway. It's going to be so exciting, the three of us meeting all of these Galgos that are looking for homes. Yeah? Who's excited? Yeah?
We just got to the train station closest to the rescue centre, and I think Anna from SOS Galgos is coming to pick us up. How's it going?
Hello.
Hello, Charlie.
Hi,
Nice to meet you.
Hey. Hello.
Yeah, monkey. Whoa, whoa.
Much smaller than in, you know, on the screen.
Everyone says the same, honestly. They all say,
Especially monkey.
yeah.
Wow.
Hey, where are we going? Huh? A day of the peanut heads. Huh? Right? Oh wow, look at this. Hola, ¿qué tal?
Julie is one of the founders of the charity of SOS Galgos' rescue centre.
Okay. So we're going to have Nala and Monkey playing with a few of the Galgos that are here. This is Dalton, this is the dog of Julia. And then we have Muresme and Sida. And unfortunately they are super scared in general, but especially of men. So I'm going to keep my distance, but we're just going to let, yeah, we're going to let the girls run around with them, see what happens. Well defended monkey. They are definitely interested in Nala. Nala is just hunting lizards, I think. Are you hunting lizards? Yeah, not much going on there. Not very interesting, is she? Woo! So some of these dogs are just absolutely terrified, and you can't blame them. That one there has a hole in her leg between the two bones in the back leg, and it's from carabiner, which is one of those super strong clips that you use for climbing. She was strung up or attached through her back leg. There was a clip in the back of her leg. This was the way the hunter had secured her. And now she is, you know, just learning to accept human touch again. It's just not, that's not it. That's just barbaric, isn't it? And you'll see throughout this video just how amazingly affectionate these dogs are. They shouldn't be scared of us like this. You know, look at how confident Nala and Monkey are saying hello to people. That's how it should be. Look at what these hunters do to these dogs. Look, she doesn't want to be anywhere near me. And Julia over here is brilliant with them. She has such a good rapport with the dogs. They trust her and they learn to feel love again because of people like Julia, who spend her hours and hours and hours with these dogs so that they can learn to love human touch again. It's a big, big job.
It's amazing. Like a couple of months ago, if someone said to me that I could come to here with another person, especially with a male, and she would be not freaking out and not jumping over the fence, I would have said absolutely no way.
Wow.
So she has in the last, so when she started to come out of her shell, it is actually a huge progress. What is that?
She'll get there. And they were saying earlier that it's unusual for people to want to take home the dogs that are the most traumatized, and you can kind of see how that makes sense. But it's also the saddest thing about this whole project, because these people like Julia and Anna and they work so hard to, you know, give these dogs love so that they can go into a home. But it's rare that people want a happy Galgo, people want an excited Galgo, a confident Galgo. But most of the work goes into the ones that are traumatized. You know, they sit with them and they're super patient with them and gentle. So it's a lot of work, right? Taking on a traumatized
yes,
Galgo.
but it's the most rewarding. I actually
the most
have to
rewarding.
say that it's really, really the most rewarding.
Nala, come on. Here. Now, I met a few of these Galgos earlier. The 13 Galgos here, they're sort of new to the centre, and they are very confident, super happy, and very vocal. Yeah, and you? Hey, 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 that's it. You're doing such a good job, guys. You're doing such a good job, guys. In a minute, we'll get into their pens and have a proper up-close cuddle. They all have their own personalities and they're just such amazing creatures. A real emotional intelligence. Here you have a dad and a daughter. In one of the pens we have twins. We got one of the twins coming over now. Hello. These are the twins. See, they should be rescued together. And who wants to rescue two older Galgos? You should. Why not? Hey, you're wonderful, both of you. Apparently they do everything together. They eat together, they poop together. And that is my monkey making that noise. What are you doing, monkey? So right now there are around 30 dogs in the, you call them kennels?
Kennels.
Yeah,
yes.
there are about 30 dogs here in the kennels, and at one time they can have around 40, which is, think about how much food that is, think about how many poops that is to pick up. I mean, the logistics of this, making sure everyone gets to run around at certain times, it's crazy what these guys are doing here. But let's go through and meet them all. There's about 2 to 3 per kennel in the first section, and then up to 5, right? And we're going to meet a dog that has been struggling with something called filaria. It is a worm that gets transmitted from an insect into the heart of the dog, and they need an incredibly severe medication to get the worm out, essentially. And there is a dog in here that's been suffering with this filaria. It's super sad, it's very invasive, but usually they make a good recovery. Apparently they have to administer a vaccine through the spine, and it's incredibly uncomfortable. But the good news is usually they can recover from this. Some people feel sad when they see galgos in this kind of place, but they have to remember this is heaven for them.
Absolutely.
They have food and love and a safe place, and they're away from the abuse of the hunters. For all you Argentinians, this is Messi, a legend.
Yeah, absolute legend. So he's just been sedated.
Okay.
Because he also came not only with filaria, like heartworm, but also, I mean, this is actually short. We had to cut, like, the nails were like this long, and then was really swollen. So it actually, in the last 3 weeks that he has been here, it went down, and we had to sedate him because we actually had to have a look if there is anything inside, but there is nothing inside. It's just basically because he was kept inside.
A lot of them are locked up by the hunters, right? They have
like,
small cages.
Small cage. So so that's why we see that when they are coming with this incredibly long nails. That just means
they're just kept inside. Their nails grow super long. Yeah, it's hard to comprehend, isn't it? You're gonna be okay, all right? Promise. You're gonna be okay. Yeah?
Noro, young boy, he's absolutely terrified.
Yeah, you can see Noro in the corner there, trying to make himself as small as possible to get away from me. Is it men specifically that he's bothered by?
He's actually terrified of everyone. So very few people can actually take him out, and if you take him out, obviously we try to let them off the leash, but like volunteers can't catch him, so because he will not come. So he's very young. He's just only 2, but that's when you just realize that what they have to go through.
Yeah, you can tell he's been traumatized by someone. Yeah.
And obviously they get better as they come here, and so he's been here for a month, and now he's learning that there is no more beating, no more abuse, but obviously it takes a long time to trust.
Well done. Well done. There are 3 very timid dogs in here. All incredibly scared. We tried to say hello to them earlier, and they were really good, but you can tell they do not want to be near me. We're gonna go and try, shall we?
Yeah. So we're good. So she's Silvana.
Silvana.
And that's Fiti. That's Fiti, and that's Salada. Yeah, it takes quite a long time for them to come out. But yeah, so she's still going.
Yeah.
And just wants to hide.
Look how scared.
Yeah. Hey. So for her to actually even like come so close, it's amazing, because before they would be just like all.
They would scatter
and just boom, just go out.
So this is progress that I can be here.
Absolute progress that you can be here, and they tolerate our presence and our touch.
Wow.
Because before they were thinking that touch means beating.
So the hunters see these dogs as tools, and yeah, if they don't show that they have a prey drive and a desire to kill, they abandon them and put carabiners through their legs and tie them up. But they are playful inside, as Julia was just saying, they do play. It's just, they are so tormented by human presence that it strips them of their personality and their ability to be themselves. But yeah, Galgos are not timid. They are super happy, playful dogs. But this is what the hunters do to them.
The dog.
So there's a sign to
Yes.
to say that the dog is not working.
It's not working. That they just
Cut a part of the ear off.
Yeah, I mean, it's like.
Doesn't make sense, does it?
Is there anything more to be said about that? I mean, it's like.
When I accidentally step on Nala's foot, I'm like, oh, Zuna.
Yeah.
Imagine being able to.
And this is so sensitive. I mean,
Of
it
course.
bleeds a lot.
Oh God.
Yeah, and when we get them, especially in the winter, and their ears are cut, it's just so difficult to heal.
I'm stressing him out. I think I'm gonna leave him. So these are the twins I met earlier, I think. What are they called? Daisy and?
Daisy and Azucena, which means Lily.
Daisy
So
and
they
Lily.
are the twin sisters.
Hey.
They are very sociable. They just, they were just discarded because we just didn't want them. They weren't abused, so they are very social. And
They were just unwanted.
they're just unwanted.
Yeah, I've heard about this before. They say in England, I've heard it as black galgo syndrome. It's basically where people don't want to rescue a black galgo because it's the boring colour or something. It just doesn't make sense, you know. You can't be so shallow to choose your dog based on the colour that it is. It's about their personality and, you know, what they have to, the potential they have to change your life. It doesn't matter what colour they are, honestly. So yeah, it's a shame. It's really sad. So if you're looking for a galgo to adopt, consider a black one before anything else. So GoPro. Yeah, you say hello. You say hello. Yeah, hello. Well done.
This is Lolo, another broken song.
Lolo.
Good boy. He's ready to trust.
Wow. Can you see the difference? Like how confident this galgo
She
is.
would come and she would want, and then he wants to hide and.
I've noticed even the sound of my voice can be triggering for them, you know. Oh, okay, I'll leave. I'm stressing him. Good boy. It's gonna be okay. Narisma at the back there is the one with the hole in the back of her leg from the carabiner, and apparently she used to be exactly like the galgo we just met next door, super, you know, scared and timid. And so what they do is they start off with crates in here with a lid so the dog feels safe and it can just hide itself away. And then once they start getting braver, they can take the lids off. As you can see here, there are 2 crates with no lids, and now she's out and about. Like, this is the dog with the carabiner through the back of the leg. I don't think it can get much worse than that, and she's able to now enjoy the sunshine and enjoy cuddles and walks. It's amazing.
Yeah, so you would see with Maria, so she's still not on that stage.
Yeah. And how long you've had Dalton? 8 years, is that right?
8 years.
Yeah.
8 years. So
He's the chillest galgo ever.
yes. So you say that I am Mr. Chill, but let's just talk about when you arrived first, right? How many things did you destroy? in the
Yeah. So he was
house?
destructive, was he?
Of course, and a lot of adopters, they say, oh, you know, the dog is not potty trained. They think that an adult dog would be potty trained. I mean, why would they be? I've never been in the house. And we totally accept that the puppy is not potty trained.
People
But
return
outside,
the dogs because they're not house trained.
Yes.
They're
But he's-
animals, huh?
Yeah, well, I mean, totally normal, right? You know, you put them in a totally unknown place and you leave them alone. And it's like, oh my God, you know, I need to get out from here. And then afterwards, they learn that this is their home and this is where they get fed and they abuse, and then it's just the most chilled dog ever.
So this is a dad and a daughter.
So the dad we don't really know if he was used for breeding. He came here a year ago, so exactly a year ago. So he came here when he was 10, and the daughter is now 4, so she came with a broken leg, and it got even worse here because she was incredibly scared, and then she slept. And
Okay.
so her, like the injury was like really like out here. So her foot was out here. So she already had like 3 surgeries to actually make it to go like here, so that she could actually walk properly, because she couldn't even walk properly. I mean, it was like this.
You're kidding.
So she had to be always on a lead, because otherwise she would injure this. Like, you know, she would swim and then, you know, like totally get this arm dislocated, like this leg dislocated.
As she was walking, dislocating her shoulder.
Dislocating the shoulder. So you can see that she's still like limping, even after 3 surgeries, and I mean, they're incredibly like fearful.
Yeah. They're completely attached to each other.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, she could not survive without the dad. So we are actually really feeling that, you know, I mean,
They won't be
11.
adopted together because she has all these problems. He's a little bit older, and they're going to have to go together.
Yeah, they would have to go together. But if they don't, they just stay here, and we love them. We all absolutely love them.
They are
They're
beautiful.
just really, absolutely
He has the most
gorgeous.
amazing pattern.
Yeah, like both of them have the eye patch and the softest ears. I mean, he must have had so many beatings. It's a little baby. Yeah, another kind of.
You would think, you know, a dog that weighs 40 kilos, you know, a big breeding male would be brave and courageous, but this is what the hunters do to them. They literally traumatize them enough that they can't even come near another human. I'm not going to get too close because I'm freaking them out.
She's already shaking, so.
Yeah, that's. It's really hard to comprehend. But thank God for a sanctuary like this. It is a safe haven. It is a sanctuary. It's paradise for you guys, isn't it? Hey, hey, yeah. You get all your foods and all your cuddles, huh? Yeah, yeah. Hey, say hello to YouTube. Yeah, you say hello to YouTube.
11-year-old and discarded. It's not what it's to be said about her. She's like a magical creature, right? With her big black eyes.
Yeah, she's fluffy. You're a fluffy noodle.
Yes, you are a magical creature, and she's the mommy of her, Lucky. I mean, her name, sometimes the names that they arrive with, so her name was Locomotor. So we called her Lucky.
Lucky.
Yeah, Lucky. She's really cute. So let's do like maybe Maria, and then I try to get Maria out, and then we can have all of them.
Okay. Hello. Hello. Lola. Lola. Hello, Lola. Hello, Lola. Hello. Hi. Hello, you're beautiful. So this is Maria.
She is absolutely traumatized.
Yeah.
At least she's not traveling anymore. So she doesn't come out. You know, you could see that the door is always open. She never comes out. So we have to put her on a lead to come out. Come on, baby, let's try.
Is it because I'm here?
Yeah, probably.
Do you want me to?
So maybe just go to the.
Sure. Yeah, this dog is just so traumatized it won't come anywhere near me. So I'm going to take a minute outside outside this area so that she can have a walk. Oh, that's just terrible. It is so important, if these dogs are going into normal homes, it is so important for these dogs to socialise, and that's exactly what they're doing. This is really, really important for them. Part of the healing journey that Julie has been talking about. I'm actually going to hide because I know that she's being spooked by me. So I'm going to hide and I'm just going to watch her. It is such a terrible, terrible shame. She is a magnificent looking dog. And being within, you know, a couple of feet of her, meters of her, she just shuts down completely. So there's a lot of work to be done. But if it's going to be done, it's going to be done here at SOS Galgos. Thank goodness for them. Calm down, everyone. This one's very needy, yeah?
Yeah, very needy.
Keep touching me. So one of the best, most impressive things about SOS Galgos is the SOS Galgos school. They bring in hordes of children, school children, and they teach them all about the Galgos and what happens to them here in Spain. Anna is about to take me on a tour. She's going to show me how they do this. So yeah, follow me. We're going to SOS Galgos school. Come on. We are in SOS Galgos school, and today we're here to learn all about the Galgos and how the plight of the Galgos is taught to school children in Catalonia. Anna.
Hi. Well, thank you so much for coming here and for your interest in this project that means so much to us. Most of us here are all former kindergarten teachers, and we are passionate about education because obviously more education means less rescue in the long run, and what we want to convey is our values of compassion and empathy, sharing and giving. All of those values have gotten lost throughout the years, and I think that it's so important if children are gonna they're the future, they're our future. So it's important to invest in education, and there's an urgent need at the moment.
Totally.
We have some wonderful sponsors, or Greyhounds in Need in the UK, who provide so many resources. We've got lots of Galgo teddy bears, and we've got these colouring books with some colours. And all this helps the children to take in the plight of the Galgos. We've also got a storybook that talks about Bonito the hero. Now, the sales of this book, half of them go to our charity. It's written by Natalie Knox, and a doctor of ours who lives in the south of Spain, and she has a Galgo called Benji. And this is all about how fireworks affect dogs in a negative way.
Yeah.
It's like a bombing all night.
Yeah, it's invasive, yeah.
And we also harness empathy by teaching children the words, the adjectives that these dogs feel when they're abandoned, in English as well, so that they feel sad when they're abandoned, and they're hungry and they're cared for and they feel happy. So this is also provided by Greyhounds in Need. And these resources are so important. And the Blue Cross in the UK also provide flashcards about the importance of nurturing. And also why dogs end up in a shelter. Not only Galgos, but in general.
Yeah.
So many flashcards to emphasize the similarities between humans and animals. So, and we need to do exercise and they need to do exercise. We talk about the bond that the grandparents have and that they need to play like we do. We need to see the doctor and they need to see the doctor. And most importantly of all, we need love and they need love.
I think this is like specifically important in this country. The fact Galgos and podencas, they're not protected, and the fighting bulls, they're not protected. They're not seen as animals. They don't have the same rights. They're seen as tools.
That's right.
And so it's really important in this country specifically to say, no, it's the same.
There are 50 kids normally because they have to fill up the school bus for it to be feasible. And each child pays €6. Like, the rescue is very important, but it's a band-aid. It's just as important as the education, which in the long term seems just as worthwhile because you're contributing to them being better humans all around.
Yeah. You have to be careful about the vocabulary that you're using when explaining what happens to the Galgos, because we've seen today that, you know, you can't explain to a child that this one's been left with a carabiner in its leg. You have to approach the subject with some sensitivity. That's
right.
Is that sort of difficult?
That's right, especially with small children. You don't want them to go home thinking that if they're going to misbehave, they'll be abandoned. So we have some props here. We do a role play whereby someone pretends to be the doctor of a Galgo and always has a bag in their pocket in case, you know, to clean after their dog. So we have some plasticine through here.
Oh, that's it. That's so funny.
And so we practice picking up after the dog. And then they go off and they see the vet. So we have a vet too, and we have a uniform and a stethoscope.
Cool.
And so they give the dog vaccination and blood tests and checkup. And then they charge the adopter, so we go through how much it costs. Important.
Very expensive normally, right?
Yeah, it's fun. So we have lots and lots of activities, and it's important for them to listen, but then to participate with activities as well. Have a bit of everything.
And I see you have some wine on the table, not related to the school, we have to say.
We don't give them wine, no.
But explain a little bit about this. This is a fascinating sort of collaboration you've had.
It is. We saw this wine for sale in the supermarket. We approached the company and we asked them if they would help the Galgos, and they put our logo on the top. And you get these in lots of supermarkets in Spain, in Spar, Condis, and lots of supermarkets. And so some of the proceeds from it's a good quality wine. It's only $4.95 each bottle. Wow. And we get some of the proceeds, and that helps. They started it 3 years ago, and they were selling only 30,000 a year. and now they've gone up to 300,000.
Wow.
So and they're really nice people. It's a family business.
Sure.
So we're really hoping that this will cross borders and maybe be sold in supermarkets abroad, which would be key to helping more Galgos.
Definitely.
So yeah.
Wow.
It's a great fundraiser.
All these collaborations and people wanting to help, giving resources and stuff.
Yourself and Nala and Monkey. Thank you so much
Yes.
for helping them.
Thank you, girls. Go on then. Thank you. Oh, Monkey's dead here.
There.
Thank you. Well done. You're doing a great service. Okay. This is the centre, the inside of it, obviously. Lots of rooms that all have different purposes and functions. You right, Monkey? We've got a sort of a medical room where the dogs can be examined. We've got the sort of central kennel here. There's rooms for food. I mean, you name it. There's another classroom here that they use for projections and videos. I believe that for the teenagers, they can be a little bit more graphic with their descriptions of what happens to the Galgos, and so there's a separate classroom for the teenagers that can learn a more real and graphic version of the story of the podencas and the Galgos. In here we have a few little bits of merchandise and stuff, things that you can pick up if you make a donation, things that kids can walk away with. We've got some sort of chocolate biscuits and stuff here as well, but yeah, everything covered in Galgos. It's just amazing. You know, you can really see how people like this care for the Galgos here. They want this to stop. They're doing all they can, you know, pens, bracelets, bags, you name it. They're giving it a real go. So hats off to them. Now, if you have a dog, you know that when they change food, it can upset their stomach. And that's why it's important that these dogs are always eating the same thing. Now, some people think that donating food to this place, it is useful, of course it's useful, but it's not necessarily the best thing to do. Let's say you wanted to send a bag of dog food to this rescue centre. We would say instead, why don't you send a donation? And what they can do is buy the food that the dogs have on a daily basis. It's not going to upset their stomach and things like this. Another product that they use a lot of is bleach to clean all the kennels and make sure everything is sanitary. And so making a donation allows them to buy bleach and the food that they need. So we are currently in Nala and Monkey's favourite room, I assume. This is the food room. And as you can see here, we've got the donated food. And this is the food that they eat on a regular basis. Now, this costs, for 20 kilograms, $58.50 per bag. Bleach is about 80 cents or something. So let's say you wanted to donate something useful, a useful amount, 60 euros would be perfect. It allows them to have 20 kilos of food, which lasts a while, and a couple of bottles of bleach. They can clean all the kennels down. Now, they go through about 10 bags of this a month. So donating 60 euros would really, really help them in that way. So you'd like to eat everything here, wouldn't you, Monkey? Yeah? Oh, Nala's back. Yeah? You knew. Let's not leave them alone in there. That would be trouble. So up here we have all the beds and the blankets. This is where they store them. I mean, this is an absolutely massive operation. Imagine, you know, filthy dogs all the time, to get this washed and cleaned and stuff. Is it useful to have blankets and stuff donated as well?
Yeah.
Another useful thing you can send over here is blankets and bedding. Yeah, it gets used all the time, you can see. So, wow.
We use sheets in the summer and blankets in the winter.
Perfect. Sheets and blankets, 60 euros for food and bleach. Come on, easy. There is a resident here of a different breed that we're going to show you now. Yeah, the dogs will be fine, I think.
Hello. That's Isla. That's Noah. And there are 3 females, and they're all for adoption.
So not only do they rescue Galgos and podencas, but they also rescue cats. These 3 are up for adoption, and apparently they are never without 2 at a time, so that there's not one getting lonely, which I think is lovely. And another beautiful, charming room. All the spaces here just feel so happy. Look at this. This is not bad. This is nicer than my bedroom at home. Yeah, you lucky cat. And now this is the kind of two worlds combined. We have Nala and Monkey here, you know, with their happy ever after. And all these dogs here waiting for theirs. And it's all thanks to sanctuaries and organizations like SOS Galgos and Hope for Podencas. I know for sure, thanks to SOS Galgos, who rescue around 200 dogs a year, that all of these peanut heads are gonna have their happy ever after very soon. But thank goodness they are here. Thank goodness they have been rescued. Thank goodness for the food and the love that they receive on a daily basis. And thank goodness for people like Julia and Anna and Sylvia and Vanessa, who she has been working all day long. Vanessa here lives next door. She's from Uruguay and she lives here with her family, and she is on site all the time. All hands on deck all the time. What an amazing experience, just so inspiring. Maybe one day I'm gonna have to get a galgo. Oh God. My blood pressure is already through the roof thanks to Monkey. Home, cheers. Got a 0-0 beer on the go. I'm gonna feed the girls now. I don't want them to wait a minute longer for their dinner, so let's get into it. Natuka. That was a super inspiring day. I am so grateful to you at SOS Galgos for having me today. Thank you for trusting me with, you know, showing what you guys do, and I hope that I hope I can show the world what you do in the right way. From the bottom of my heart to all of you watching, thank you so much. You are allowing us to go on these amazing adventures, the three of us. Thank you to Gossamer for sponsoring us and giving us the equipment we need to go walking and hiking and adventuring. We're super excited to go camping next week for the first time. Life feels amazing, and yeah, it's all down to you guys. Thank you so much, and there's nothing much more I can say. I've also got a very blocked nose, so it's sort of uncomfortable to talk. But thank you, bless you, see you in the next one. Bye. Hey, some nice burps.